welcome back to Value with Ada's channel. I haven't been making any videos because I haven't been out. I've been having home issues, okay? Home issues. It's like a SHTF situation, I would say. Close to. I have, remember I told you about the fire alarms? Well, those were fixed. State inspectors came. I had to run from upstate New York down here to New Jersey, and they fixed that problem. Now we have another problem. Guys, I have light back in the kitchen, okay? But I haven't cooked a damn thing because I am so aggravated. Aggravated with a capital A, okay? The inspector was here when they did the, hold on guys. There's one alarm, okay? Now, check this out. There's the bathroom light. The fan works. But the light fixture doesn't work. Hold on, guys. There you go, guys. This is the fan. You can hear it. And this is the light. And it's on off. But the light is on. So when the inspector came, he said he had to fix that. Inspector was right here, checking that alarm. When I rubbed it right in his face, the light does not shut off. So the inspector guy told him he has to change all the front windows because of the corrosion around the door of the whole 4 apartments. Plus he has to install a window in the bathroom, even if it's a small pull to the side open window, because this is a lower floor, so I don't think a big window is a good idea. But he said at least one high up that would slide on all 4 apartments. Well, I am stuck in here because I cannot leave here, and Ms. B is here, okay? So, there she is. Hold on one second, guys. She wants to say hi. Say hi to your people. Yeah, hi. Hi, YouTube friends. Hi, YouTube friends. Hi. Hi. What? What? Hi, baby, what? What? Okay. You're all excited. Okay, they heard you. Okay. You know, she gets like that when I'm on filming. I think she knows. She knows. Pets are very smart. She knows. So here's the big problem. Okay, that the water is seeping somewhere from the porch on the top. It's seeping through the edges and coming down, and there's some kind of way it's seeping through there. Okay, where it's corroded the door. Okay, plus this issue right here. Okay, and look where it's coming to down to the floor, guys. Do I have a problem or what? Besides that, even the window sills, one of my window sills. Look at this, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. That's the windowsill, guys. Okay, this is what's happening here. Oh, Lord have mercy. There you see, guys. And I am so discouraged that this living room is a hot mess. I have another issue. I have things I have to put in my van for winter purposes, and it's all piled up in one corner. I don't know where I'm going to put them. My van is parked around the corner. I don't even want to see it, guys. Okay. I have stuff behind my TV that needs to be taken out of there. See what is in there. I have a big bin, you know, with the yellow lid. It's loaded with vacuum sealed food. The window sills, because they're wide, I used The one behind the TV, I have stuff there, like my charcoal grill, which I never opened up. You know, little stuff that I just piled up in here. So I have to get all that out of there for when they come to start tearing down walls and windows. Here goes my sofas now, guys. Now we're talking about my living room. This living room set takes up the whole living room. So, and y'all seen it already. I've put it in every direction. There's a lot of things that I'm just gonna throw out, okay? There's stuff that no one wants to claim, and they're gonna be in the garbage when I get the energy to do it. Then behind my sofa, okay, I'll show you a little bit. Behind my sofa over there are bins and suitcases full with the Argosan cans and all the long-term stuff, plus canned food. Piles of boxes of canned food. Where am I going to put it? Where? I don't know, guys. Where am I going to put it? I want to get it out of there. I have my bed. I took apart my bed I had here. When I had my other living room set, it was smaller. So I had a bed. And you wouldn't even tell I had a bed there. But I don't have a bed. My daughter has the bedroom. So my back is killing me. My arthritis is acting up since I came from upstate New York that I was sleeping on a bed. I feel like shit, okay? Yes. So 2 days now I've been out. I've been laying down in so much pain. And I decided to rub all kinds of stuff on this morning so I don't smell the lovely Ada, but at least it eased my pain. I don't care. It's something to ease my pain. So let's see how long it'll work for. So I have like a lot of work to do. It's a lot of pushing, pulling, and tugging. I cannot do that myself, but I don't have anyone to help me either. Everyone that I thought I can count on, they all have their head up their asses, so I'll leave it at that. So I have no one to help me. Isn't that a shame? So I was doing some thinking during this past couple of days because I did have a big issue a couple of days ago. But I'm not going to talk about that. That's personal stuff. So my head was going around in circles. And I said, you know what? Let me just chill out. And I just watched TV. Guys, on Netflix, my behind out. So another problem, okay? Another problem, guys. Let's talk about it. Hold on, guys. I got to show you this. When the landlord was here, they tore my plastic off. So now it rained last night. So I can imagine with that windowsill inside must have a little bit of water. Plus it helped with my insulation in the winter time. That's the only window. Okay, and then all this is corroded, so he has to take all this down. All of this has to come off. All of it. I don't know, guys. I have no idea about all this. This is a big job. State inspector, I heard him say he has to change all these windows. And he has to take down that platform. So, guys, that's not all of it. This here, you see how squeaky clean it is? It wasn't Ada. It was not Ada. I'm surprised water doesn't come in through the bedrooms. What the heck is this? Okay, guys, look how squeaky clean that is. That's from the AC upstairs, that the water comes down and it seeps through the window here, so I had to do that. And plus it helps with insulation. There's my bed, guys. There's the bed that I was using indoors. And I said, let me go back there today, make sure that no one took it. So, guys, look how squeaky clean all of this is. No, Ada did not do it. Ada did not do it. Hold on, guys, because there's more to see. Guys, are y'all ready to see this? I mean, this is awful. This is really awful. Awful, awful, awful. I am going to show you something. I will be taking something apart sometime within the next week or two. And I'm going to be putting it in my vehicle and dragging it to upstate New York sometime within the next 2 weeks. When they fix that light fixture, whatever it's gonna I don't know. I don't know the deadline they gave him. We don't know anything. Upstairs neighbor told me, I called her to ask her, did they fix your electrical problems? She said, Ada, when it rains really hard, she doesn't know where the water's coming in from, but it's leaking somewhere through the wall or some gap or somewhere, and it falls like right in her kitchen floor. I'm like, what? From your kitchen ceiling to the floor? Well, she has the kitchen, but then on top of that floor, she has bedrooms, and then the roof. So she said she doesn't know. I would know less. So I said, and she has switches from her hallway that do not turn on or off or whatnot. It flickers, so she doesn't use it. She has a tape on it. I said, well, that's what I did with the bathroom. The landlord, I did tell him about that light. Oh, don't worry about it. Nothing's gonna happen. Just take the light. He was gonna take the light bulb off. I said, if you take the light bulb off, it's still live wires. Somewhere something is wrong. Oh, I'll be back tomorrow. That was last Tuesday. Today is Labor Day. Okay, that was last Tuesday. That was a week already. But yesterday, there was some Mexican guys here because the old lady up there, she I don't know what is it with her and the landlord, but she's the only one who can get to him. I've left him messages. I called him because he didn't show up. He picked up the phone and he hung up. Okay. Code enforcement, they're all on holiday weekend off. So until tomorrow, they're not back. So if by 10 o'clock tomorrow he's not here, I will be calling the code enforcement. So I videoed the bathroom so I can have proof of that. Guys, I can't even fry an egg because the alarm will start. Actually, I have 2 alarms. Actually, 3. The one by the bathroom, listen carefully, the one by the bathroom, the one in the bedroom, and the old lady upstairs. Okay, so I was frying me some eggs, 2 days ago. That thing started hollering, fire, fire, fire. Fire, 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 fire. And then the bedroom alarm went off too. Fire, fire, fire. I had to open all the doors and everything. I'm like, holy crap. So here comes the lady upstairs. She went out of her door, down the steps, couple steps, and I had my door propped open a little bit. Ada, Ada, Ada. Oh no, I can't take this. I can't take this. This is too much. So according to her, the landlord does what she wants them to do. But nobody else can get nothing done around here. But then again, everything is high. Prices are high. You gotta have perfect credit. And there is no place safe that like this here. Okay, I feel safe here. I feel safe enough to go away and leave whomever, or my daughter, okay, and have no worries whatsoever. Elsewhere, you might have bad neighbors, nosy neighbors, music loud. So I really, and the way things are going right now, you really don't want to be experimenting out there to find. I don't have the perfect credit, so I have that problem. So guys, credit is important, but there's nowhere to fix it. I've tried. There's nowhere to fix it. it still comes up. Okay, I went bankruptcy like 20 something years ago. It's still showing. I've I've contacted credit reports and it just still pops up, and I just get denied for everything and anything. So I give up. So guys, I wanted to show you something that we had and we don't have anymore, because even though no one was taking care of the plantation back here, um, it wasn't like nothing was growing, okay? Remember, I had oregano, mint, we had those little peppers, sweet peppers. We had a couple of tomatoes that were growing. In my previous video that I was out here, I showed you some stuff that was growing. The sweet potatoes and whatnot. Yeah, remember I threw the sweet potatoes? No, not the potatoes I threw to the back. They were, oh yeah. So, and then there were like these, y'all saw the previous video. It wasn't tall grass. This grass doesn't grow tall. It's just about an inch or maybe 3 inches. That's it. And then it had high beds where the guy that lived upstairs, um, he did for the plantation. Well, the Mexican guys, they did a good job. They were out here sweating their asses off. And I came out here to find out because of that blue water container. And the lady upstairs had told me, oh, that blue thing, that all that stuff is going in the garbage. Well, I think they're going to be coming back to throw stuff away because they left everything piled up in a corner. I don't know if the landlord is going to be the one throwing that garbage out, or are they supposed to come back with somebody else who does take care of throwing garbage out. Yes, we do have people that do that. You pay them, or they charge you. You don't pay them. They charge you. They look at what it is, and they charge you, and they take the stuff and throw it out. So the container is one that's probably going to be gone. I heard through her. I tell you, she is a riot. I don't know why the landlord even listens to her. So, guys, you have to see what happened. But at least I gave the Mexican guy some vitamin water and some water. I had to put some water in the freezer because I didn't even realize I didn't have any water in the fridge. So I gave them, stuff to drink, and because they was out here poor, and I wanted to know what was going on. What were they gonna do? So they did a pretty good job. So guys, I hope you're ready for this. They will be coming every few months or something to re-clean or whatever the heck it is. But they were nice enough to leave whatever it is that's on the red bucket that you're gonna see. I don't know what the spikes are, if they put it there for a reason or they just put it there so it wouldn't get thrown out. And they put a rack that in one of the sweet peppers that's growing, they put it so it'll continue to grow. So at least they were nice enough, and they knew, because these Mexican people, they know about, gardening. So that by the eye, they know what's growing and what's not growing. So maybe that's the oregano and the mint that's on the corner. And they just cleaned it out a little bit, but it's not growing yet. So wintertime is coming now. I don't know. But guys, you really have to take a look at what the lady upstairs, the damage that I hope she's happy now. And it's not like she's going to come down here to walk around the yard. We have raccoons here. This is a train track. Okay, train track is behind that fence. There's plenty of raccoons back there. So I was hoping they didn't take this little fence out, because then I would not be able to open my back door. But then I see some creases here and there, so that's a no-no unless I fix it. She was up there telling them this, oh, take that. She even wanted the tree down for them to cut the tree branches. I told them, listen, that's shade that comes over to the house, a nice breeze. Don't. And they told me that those trees are on the other side of the fence. So that's part of the city. If they wanted those trees, hold on, guys. Okay, guys, here it is. I'm sorry about the interruption, but the neighbor next door, okay, um, he came over here. I was surprised to see him in the backyard here, and it was because the landlord gave him the blue container of water. He does have about 3 or 4 on his side, but we were talking, and I said I asked the Mexican guys not to take it away because I was gonna take it, and the lady upstairs called, and so the guy next door, he's taking it. It was given to him. Um, I mean, I was gonna take it, but it was given to him, so I'm not gonna fight over a container, even though he has 3 or 4 of them. So he drained the water. He's draining the water, and later on he'll come back to throw it over the fence. And he's taking the cement blocks also, and then he's gonna connect the hose from his gutter over to his side. So guys, as you can see, look at the yard. Okay, and the only thing we have is those sweet peppers. The Mexican guys did put the rack around it to protect it. Look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. At least they were nice enough to leave that. I guess they just put the specs on the other side just to put them there. But someone's coming to pick up the garbage back there. Everything was pulled out, guys. No oregano, no mint, no potatoes, no nothing, no romaine lettuce, because the romaine lettuce did start to grow. It's down to the ground. So the neighbor next door told me, oh, be careful because the fence there, see that little wire, I don't know if you can see that wire fence. Let me see. Okay, you can't see? Okay, let me get closer. See the wired fence that, yeah, see that wired fence? So that wire fence was really close to the bottom. Now it's not. Now it's not. So there is a lot of big gaps. Big gaps. So I know I did see a raccoon. So I don't open my back door unless I have a piece of wood to put on the door. And I don't know what happened to the plywood. It was a thin plywood I had to put on the door so nothing can, get in there. And I don't know, I left it out here and someone took it. So I cannot open my back door even though I have the screen on it. There's a bee over there getting onto the peppers. So I did mention the raccoon to him, and he told me, oh, there's plenty of raccoons. He also gave me a long story, guys. You want to hear this? The long story is that this landlord only wants the money, and he doesn't fix anything. And if anything electrical is going on, he doesn't care. He listens to the lady upstairs. The lady upstairs, he said he had his top floor rented to 4 people, a couple and their 2 daughters. And he wasn't paying much attention to them because, they rented, they leave him alone. He's a Portuguese guy. That's a Portuguese neighbor. They're very nice. This is like the second time I have a conversation with him. So there's our water, guys. There is isn't that sad? Isn't this sad because of the lady upstairs? She has no idea. She has no idea, guys, of the things that we're going through. And that can happen. And let me get back over here. And can happen. And that's, look at, I mean, how many gallons is that? I have no idea, guys, but that's enough to even take a bath in, okay? But it's okay because, you know what? I did see a sprayer, okay, and I do have a brand new one in the house. So we'll figure it out if it came to that point where we had a water drought or something like that, which it is could happen. I mean, we can't say no. I have to. Yeah, it was a lanternfly. He was cleaning the fence on his side, and lanternfly was on my neck, guys. I said, "What the heck is this?" When I touched it, it was a lanternfly. I smashed it. I smashed it. So I told him I don't know how long this is gonna stay clean because he says, "Oh, I always see you cleaning." I thank God somebody sees me cleaning, guys. Look at that. Where are you, girl? Here's a lanternfly that was on my neck. There it is, guys. It was on my neck. So I slapped it off. I slapped myself and I smashed it. And when I slapped it, it flew. Guys, what am I gonna do? What do you think, guys? What is Ada gonna do? So he was telling me a story, guys. You gotta listen to this one. Welcome back, guys. If it's not one thing one day, it's another thing another day. I won't be able to open my door. I had a plywood. I had a piece of plywood. Once you open the door, the plywood was up to here. Okay, the plywood was up to here, and I would put it on the edge of the door, and it would stay open. Okay, I would pop the door open and put a little suitcase I have in there, and then the plywood would be from here, and it would go all the way, really nice and tight. Because of the raccoon I saw that one day creeping along, and because there was no gaps on that little piece of fence there, it started digging its way in through until it got under it and disappeared around the corner and hid somewhere. I don't know where it went. So ever since that day, I don't leave my door open, just for leaving it open. So guys, the next door neighbor, he told me a story about this house. This house caught on fire years ago. Let's see, the old lady there she's been there for 26 years now. 26, 27 years now. This house had caught on fire way before that. It was a big fire. He said that it was repaired, but the front part of the corner on the top or something was not repaired the way it was supposed to. So this owner bought it. He fixed it and whatnot, and was rentable and passed inspection and whatnot. So that's when the lady upstairs, the older lady, moved in, and then the neighbor moved in a year after. So they're like a year apart. These two were empty for quite some time, and then he rented over on that and the other side for me. They were terrible people. Right, they were making noise. I mean, a lot of people used to live in there, and it was an in and out, in and out, in and out situation. Then he said that because no one was doing nothing to their yard, he asked permission to the landlord, my landlord, if he can, take it to do some plantation, and he would keep it clean. So he kept it clean for like a year. And he said he had bell peppers and all kinds of stuff planted back there. Very nice. And he even planted flowers. He told me, guys, that fence, he was the one who put that fence. And he planted beautiful, colorful flowers to make, our patio, this patio, it wasn't mine then, to make the patio over here look very nice. So he planted lots of flowers, beautiful. And as long as he took care of keeping it clean and the fence clean and whatnot, yes, he can do it. Because no one else was. So then, when this apartment was rented, not to me, to whoever had lived before me, but yet it was empty for a year because they destroyed it. He came one day to pick up, lettuce and stuff. He had cabbage. He said he had cabbage. I was like, what? Well, why don't, now that it's clean, why don't you take it back and, who cares, She was the one complaining about all of that. It wasn't really much. He said it wasn't much. It was just that since he's not there anymore to do it, then no one is doing it. So if he had not, if he was still living there, this would not happen. So I said, so why don't you take over? Why don't you call the landlord again and tell him that you're gonna plan to get? I don't mind. I don't care. Even if you don't give me anything, but at least I know that somebody's back here taking care of business. And he said, no, because when they moved up there in that year, he took over. And then when he came to check on his plantation that was already big, he told them, oh, you don't live here. I lived here. I moved here, and that's mine, and I'm taking the yard, and they got into it. So they really didn't speak. I didn't know that. I didn't know that the guy that don't live upstairs anymore and him do not speak. I'm like, oh, I didn't know all that. So, then, when this apartment before me, it was empty for a year because it was destroyed. The people who lived here destroyed it. So it needed a lot of repairs from sheetrock. It seemed like they were fighting every weekend and whatnot, and they just tore down the whole apartment. So they had to move down. When he came, the people that were living in my apartment wanted to put a pool and whatnot back there for the kids and whatnot, and the landlord told them, no, you can't have a pool because of the water. They wanted a washing machine, and no, you can't have a washing machine. I mean, where are you going to put a washer in there anyway? Where? So it was a big issue. It was drugs. It was drugs next door there, and it was drugs over here, okay? So he said he could even smell it through the vents of his bathroom on the side. It just came down through there. You can smell it. It was awful. So he didn't come back for he took, what had grown and left them whatever was, some. He just took some and just left the yard as it was. And then it just got abandoned. The flowers were pulled out. The guy upstairs, he pulled out those beautiful flowers out and everything out that he had decorated, okay? For this part of ours to look nice. So the people that lived here wanted to take over the yard. And he already had planted stuff and it was already grown and whatnot. So that was an end to that. So the people actually were thrown out of here, okay? And they had loud music and everything. Then the old lady, he had rented his top floor that was empty. It's a 2-bedroom upstairs with a small kitchen and a bathroom. He rented it to a couple and their 2 daughters. And they came in nicely. You know how tenants come in nicely? And then later on they become a total disaster. So he rented the 2 rooms, and those two rooms from the 2 daughters and the couple became like 8 to 12 people coming in and out, blasting the music. 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, he had a problem getting them out, and his wife got up there one day and told him to get the heck out, and eventually they got him out. So he doesn't rent anymore since that, unless he knows the person or something, but it's not his sons now are grown. He has his nieces and his mother that they came from Poland, and some from Ukraine. He has family in Ukraine. They live in there too. 1 or 2. There's not too many people in there. It's just him and his wife, his 2 kids. And then the one that came from Ukraine had 2 kids. It's a couple and two more grown kids. They're grown. They work and whatnot. They're very quiet. They're very nice. They're Portuguese, very nice. And so that's what he was telling me, that this old lady here upstairs was complaining to everybody in the block knew about it. And I'm like, what? So he doesn't speak to her either. Every time he came out here and offered her something, whatever he had planted, she would come out with some, like, so he never spoke to her ever again. But he told me, she is a troublemaker. She causes a lot of problems. She contacts the landlord. I said, matter of fact, no one can contact the landlord but her. You gotta go through her to contact the landlord or give him a message. You know what he told me? Don't contact him for anything. Just, if you need him, send him a text message. I said, I do. I have hundreds of text messages of problems that he never fixed. And well, they got fixed now, but in the door, and now my bathroom light. He's like, ooh, that's a fire hazard. I'm like, so I told him upstairs. They told me that their light also is flickering and whatnot. And he said, well, you know what? Maybe he's just waiting for this house to catch on fire again and then collect insurance. I say, well, but if you have text messages complaining about the problems, when they look at the dates of those messages, he's not going to collect anything. I'm like, I got messages from like a year and a half ago, and every time he comes, he kind of brush you off. Oh, I gotta go. He told me the same thing. Oh, yeah, he's that type of person. You tell him about a problem or something, and I will talk later. I'll call you. I gotta do this, and then he'll pick up the phone like somebody's calling him, and he'll disappear. I'm like, yeah. He says, yeah, I know. So they've been there they were there living there in that house before the old lady moved in here. And she's been here 26 years. He was already living in that house there, okay? So he knows the whole story of all this. I'm like, well, it's a shame because it's a nice area. You can come and go and you don't have to worry about any issues. But I have an issue. If I travel or something, I can't bring a suitcase out. I have to put it in a garbage bag or a laundry bag and make it look like I'm going to the laundromat. And I gotta hide my vehicle because if she sees my vehicle there, she knows I'm home. If she doesn't see it, she'll start blowing my phone off. I don't never want her to know when I'm not here because sometimes I'm not here, but my daughter's here. And you never know who she might tell, and they might break into my apartment because I live on a very low floor, so that's kind of skeptic for me. So since I learned that about her, I try to keep it on the down low. I said, that's the worst way to live. I said, well, I just have to deal with it. I mean, I don't pay when I go away. I don't pay for flights. I don't pay it. My youngest son pays it for me and whatnot. But I can't go away like anybody else does. I see them with suitcases going out and whatnot, and I can't do that. So he's like, yeah, I understand. So yeah, guys, that's the story up to now. So, it makes you feel down. Besides your personal problems, okay? My personal problems, it's kind of like you feel like in the dark, okay? Like in the dark. Like, I can't deal with this anymore. I can't deal with that anymore. What am I going to do? There's a lot of things that I would like to do. A lot of things. But you can't leave a chicken in the street, right? So Ada has to do what Ada has to do. And let's see what happens down the road. I don't know, guys. But for now, I wouldn't even think about giving up, to do what I really would like to do. Because I don't really have to do, yes, I would do the van life. I will be a part-time nomad. I would be a part-time nomad. Okay, I would disappear and just be a nomad, some other state from state to state, but not too far off states. In case if anything, I will come back. But this is not the time to be fooling around with that type of situation because I have obligations I have to still get out of. Okay. So, and it's pretty safe here, except for, those issues are not a mindset to say that I am completely safe here. But, what am I going to do, guys? It is what it is. There's nothing I can do, okay? I'm not going to pay for someone to fix my problem, and then upstairs they have 5 problems, worse than my light bulb. Uh, Good thing is we have two doors. At least the fire alarms are working. If I was to go away and my daughter's here, I would probably have to take Bella with me, and my daughter um, will let me take Bella certain places. But if I'm going with her, she's not gonna want to, because that's her emotional support um, dog. Also, I went to pick up the paper the other day at the doctor's office talking about emotional support dog, because she does kind of relieve my stress a little bit. And sometimes she'll get on my nerves, and when she'll look at me, but you get those days that you just don't even know where to start or what to do. I'm in one of them days, guys. So if I don't make any videos in a couple of days or another couple of weeks, forgive me. I will be back once I get my head straight and get a couple of situations that I have to straighten out. And get this aggravated pain out of me. It's the sofa, guys. But I can't do any pushing, pulling, or tugging and all of that stuff. And there is a lot to push, pull, and tug in that living room for me to get this bed, okay, back where it was. Plus, I would have to empty out my closet. I need to empty out that closet to... I have winter stuff in there, like the winter clothes, winter coats, winter boots. Mine, it's all mine. All my stuff. Everything is in the living room. It's all my stuff. Plus the tons of food. So what I was gonna do is empty out the closet. I'm already in pain, guys. I have no idea. I overdid it last weekend. I'm suffering the pains now. And it didn't have that much pain. That sofa kills my back. I cannot sleep on that sofa. Every time I sleep on that sofa, it's like I cannot get my life together. But when I leave here and I sleep on a bed, I don't have any pain. I don't have any pain. I don't want to put a bed in the living room. I leave my daughter her privacy. And because she has, she's loaded, so she has to have her privacy with that stuff too. And if she goes to bed late because she's on a laptop doing she's doing a college course, she has something big coming soon, guys. I hope it goes through. I hope it goes through for her benefit, for her bigger pay, and maybe then I can move on. But until now, I just have to go with what it is. So I'm in a lot of pain. I just took my pain medicine, but it'll take a couple of days to start kicking in. But I didn't need it while I was in upstate New York. Ain't that something? Because I slept on a bed. My brother has. I have a room in upstate New York. I have my own room over there. I wouldn't believe. I'll show you one day. That bed, I slept all night. I stayed out there for what? Almost a week and a half? 2 weeks, maybe? I got up, I slept all night. I did not get up at night for nothing. And I got up with no pain. Yet my brother was in so much pain. But he has like 3 or 4 more arthritises than the one I have. So I really feel bad for him. No one knows until you see him in pain. Like I said, everyone that you count with, over here, everyone has their head up their ass, they're each their own, and the heck with everybody else. So that's the world they want to live in. It's okay, because you know what? One day they'll realize what they should have realized years ago. One day. But anyway, guys, for now, I'm sitting right here now. So Ada has no plantation, no vegetation. I don't think those sweet peppers are gonna go anywhere because there's a bunch of bumblebees over there and all the lanternflies and all of that stuff. But the main problem now is that this fence is not down to the dirt. Okay, there was some blocks there blocking the edges, and these raccoons, they don't jump over fences. They're too heavy. I guess they're old. I don't know. I saw one. I can't even find the video, guys. So he told me that he gets them at night in his yard. He sees them. And yes, they are behind the train tracks. They're all over the train tracks. And people, sometimes they throw their garbage over the fence, he told me. I'm like, what? He says, yeah, the corner store, which is 5 houses from here, they tend to throw, and those tenants that live 2 houses from him down, if they have furniture and stuff like that, because the train tracks are there, but there is flat land from the back of the fence before you even reach down, to the level of the train. So they throw stuff back there, food and whatever. So the raccoons, they stay back there, and then they come over, over here. That day I saw it coming from next door. They don't have nothing, so I guess it came from the tracks over there, the dead end street. It crawled under. Oh, I see a piece of wood. It crawled under, and then it was walking alongside, and then it stood there, just trying to make a way. Okay, digging into between the fence and digging into the dirt and digging into the dirt and digging into the dirt until they made it under the fence. I said, well, so the door is a problem here now. So, guys, I don't know what else to say, but I have a lot to do. And if they come to rip off the front of the windows and all of that stuff, guys, oh my goodness. Guys, I just don't know. I have too much on my mind right now. And mostly it's when they come to rip up all that front. They're gonna rip up the bathroom to put a sliding window. It's gonna be a disaster up in here. Good thing we have the back door. I can't seal anything with plastic so the window parts doesn't come over to another part of the apartment, because my living room set is there, my huge TV. My living room set is too big to even bring anywhere. It's not gonna fit in this bedroom or in the hallway or the kitchen. What the heck is flying behind me? Another Dawn lantern flies and I ate them suckers. All over the place. Well, they used to be. They'll probably have less now because there's no leaves. But let's see how long. If he contracted them to keep it like that, or he just contract them to just get it clean for once. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. They left, guys. I don't know if you noticed. They left. See, my back is hurting. They left. You see with the white right there, guys. I don't know what that is, but they did not knock that down. They didn't clean that. I don't know what that is, guys. Let me zoom up the camera, guys. I'm sorry about the camera, but I don't feel good too. Look at that. I don't know what that is, but they left it. So they left it like that. Let's see what the container did. It empty out? It's almost emptied out, guys. Look at that. Oh, damn, that's a shame, guys. I feel so sad because of that. Look at that. That was just dripping. Dang. You know what good that could have done in an emergency situation? And then I was going to take it to my brother's, and it was given already to the guy next door. He told me, when was that? I said, yesterday, because they were going to take it apart. And he said, oh no, I asked this for him last week when I heard that somebody was cleaning your yard. I said, I didn't even know that. I said, well, go ahead. What am I going to do, guys? I'm not going to fight about it, okay? So, I don't know. So now we have no emergency drain water. Clean. The water's clean. I need to take a shower. At least to flush the toilet. Many things we could have done. Each one of us here, that would have been beneficial. Well, guys, it is what it is. So, guys, if I don't make any videos, I'll try to get to my comments. I haven't been able to. For the new subscribers, thank you for joining in. I will be back on the road. I have to go upstate New York because I have I left a couple of things of mine up there, and I have to help his wife with cutting up some wood for the winter in case their electric is cut off, because they're going through some bad situations right now. So oh, there's the ones in front. They're still flying. Guys, look at it. Wow, you gotta see this one. Hold up, guys. They are huge. I don't know what it is. They grew because last time I saw them, they were small. Look at that. They fly right at you. They fly right at you. They'll land on you. I'm glad that they don't bite, according to what is said. Where are you? Where the heck are you? I'm glad that they don't bite, because if they did, I'd be up Shit's Creek, guys. Look at that. Sheesh. Oh, gosh. Well, guys, that is the end of our emergency water system. After all that work, that Ada put it back together. And look at the water, guys. It's clean. It's rainwater. And he's taking the hose, too. Hose is pretty long. Well, guys, what are you gonna do? What is Ada supposed to do? Nothing. There's nothing I can do, guys. He has about 4 of them, but I'm not gonna get into that one. So that's what it is, guys. So I'll catch you. Well, guys, that's all. I hope she's happy now with what she did. She had no idea of the damage that she did. So our neighbor here, he is not interested in replanting again because of what happened. So it just is what it is, guys. So let me give you a little. Oh wow, look at this. Is bad. This is bad. Look at this. Hold on, guys. Look at that, guys. Wow. And you can see it rained. It poured down rain yesterday. All this is wet. All this here is wet. Sometimes the water comes right down, right through the door. Even that piece fell off. That piece right there fell off. You know what he did? He came in with a stapler or something, or a gun, a nail gun. Just nailed it back again. Guys, look at that. So you can see these big cracks here. It wasn't like that. It's just cracking more. And look at that. All this has to be knocked down. So guys, I really don't know. I don't know, guys. I have no idea, guys. The next door neighbor too has the same problem. Water seeping in through her door. Upstairs also. What they did recommend was, let me show you here, guys. I have this tape here because when it rains hard, the water comes right in through here, in through the windowsill, and then it comes right in, okay, all around the edge, inside, and that's corroding the walls. So that's one reason why I had to put the plastic here, and also because of the AC upstairs and the rain. So as you can see, next to you we have water in here. Yeah, we did get some water in here. Look, we even get shells. Look at that. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. What they did recommend it was those type of windows, the ones that opens to the side. Okay, they open to the side. You crank it, and you can close it and crank it, and it'll open instead of these slide to the side and the left because of the windowsill. Oh, this is where my door is starting to. I mean, this part fell off. He took a nail gun and put it back, but that piece fell. Look at that. It's all eaten up. Okay, and you can see the drips of the water when it comes down. And she has the same problem, but she painted kind of, we did, something there. But I cannot do that. I'm not doing it. I can't do all that. I can't do all that. Okay, guys, so we're back inside. Just a reminder for your coffee. Just a little tip here. Since I'm making the video, I'll give you a little tip, though I'm not feeling in the mood. But I always think about every single one of you guys. I have the brown filters, the white filters, and I have this it's a washable filter, okay? They come in different sizes depending on your coffee maker. Sometimes I want to make coffee like, Boricua way, but sometimes you just get the coffee perking. I like to hear the coffee pot perking when I'm home. When I'm out, I want to do the other way that you saw, guys. With the other drainer. So that's what's going on, guys. I'm glad I have light here, but if you cook, well, you can't even cook because the fire alarm starts going off. What am I gonna do, guys? It'll start going off. Fire, 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 fire. And then the other one will start ticking too. Fire, fire, fire. And then you got the lady upstairs. Aida! Fire, Aida, Aida! Your alarms. So I have 3 alarms. Okay, not 2. I got 3. I don't know. She is on that side. I just don't know. I spoke to my next door neighbor. I told her, I think she's moving out. She's moving out with her mother. Her mother is needs attention. Actually, she's just a phlebotomist, but she's barely home. She's barely home because when on her free time, when she gets out of work, she takes a shower. She leaves again to her mother's house to take care of her for a couple of hours. She come back like at 10 p.m. or something like that. She was telling me. Alright, I didn't know because I even though I have cameras, guys, I don't be looking at them unless there is something that I see that's out of place and I want to know what's going on. So just like yesterday, when my phone gave me notification, and also my monitor and this Alexa, okay, she don't shut up for nothing. But it's good to have Alexa, at least on a low volume, that you can hear that, there is motion or there is person detected. So you get, So in a way it's good, because even if you're in the bathroom, there's someone coming down your steps or something like that. But I don't pay too much mind to that anymore. So she was telling me, guys, that she might be moving out. I think within the next 2 weeks. She's not even gonna say anything. She did fix the door. Okay, I don't know what she bought. I forgot to ask her because I'll after well, this week I gotta be here because just in case the landlord shows up, and he has the key anyway. and I have an appointment this week. So once I get that done, go out. I'm going to ask her what did she get, because they do have these plaster tubs. It doesn't need much, at least to fix it a little, you know. Because my sofa was on that side, and it was falling on the edge of my sofa, so I had to move the sofa over. So now my living room looks smaller. So I hate to feel cramped up. Then I have all this food all over the place. All these tubs all over the place. Boxes, hidden, covered. Winter clothes in the closet. So I'm going to be taking the winter clothes, all that stuff out of the closet and start throwing out. I'm just going to go blind and just start throwing out, guys. I'm not even going to, unless it's something that I really need. Oh, I do have, half of that closet is the indoor fireplace liquid, which my brother ordered one. He told me, sis, remember that fireplace you sent me a video to? That was a long time ago. It was that was last year. He did order it, but he didn't know how to work it. So I showed him how to work it. Oops. Oops, sorry about that, guys. My tripod is in the vehicle. My vehicle's parked around the corner somewhere. This is one of them selfie sticks that doesn't have any stand. Anyway, guys, I want to ask her what is the plaster that she bought, because she said she spent like $25, and a friend of hers came and did it. I could do that myself. I did it years ago, bigger projects than that. So I can do that a little bit, at least fix it some. So I don't have that, you know, the fan, you know, that stuff is really thin particles. So, you know, it'll trigger my asthma if, you know, enough, if you have enough. So I want to get it fixed so I don't have to have that stuff, you know, on my furniture. And then get a pint of paint of the same color and just go over, you know, just like she did. It looks like nothing is wrong with her door, or ever went wrong with her door, but her door was worse than mine. Worse than mine. So if I get a chance to see her, I'll ask her. If not, I'll just take a picture of it. I do have a video, but I'll take a picture of it and show it to maybe Home Depot or something, and they'll tell me which one it is. I think it was like $10, and then the brush and the paint was another $10. That's $25. That's okay. So if I can do that, I'll do that. But I do have to empty out that closet and put the boxes of food in there and cover it up with a old curtain or something. I have curtains that I took down and replaced and washed, so I'll cover the boxes up with the curtain so that way they don't have to open the closet and I won't have nothing exposed. I don't want them to start destroying and get all my food stuff that's in boxes, regular boxes, one on top of the other. All full of all that dust they're gonna be having flying all over the place. So guys, I don't know when that will happen, but I know it's soon. I know I heard October, the middle of October, that has to be done. So I don't know when they're gonna start. At least with the windows and the bathroom window, because the outdoor, that's another issue. So I mean, it all has to be done by that time. So that's the story on this house, guys. This house caught on fire. It was unlivable for I don't know how many years, and then this landlord bought it, repaired it, patched it up, rented it, and the electrical problems are back. So my neighbor told me that those were the same electrical problems that caused the big fire in this four apartment complex. So, but like I said, I've asked around and whatnot. Rents are very high. They're not safe areas. They're not, you couldn't even go out the door, okay, without getting broken in. There are, yes, but I'm not willing to pay that amount of rent, okay? I am not willing to pay 15, 16, 17, 18, or 22 or nothing like that. I couldn't do that. So 1100, I'll push it off and see what happens, okay? And just stay on my P's and Q's. So I probably won't be traveling until that gets repaired, because I am afraid for my daughter and the puppy. So normally she keeps the puppy when I'm away, even if I want to take her with me locally, because she alerts you, okay? She alerts you. But then again, what if I'm not here and she's working and something happens and Miss Bella is here? That's another thing to worry about. So I won't be doing any traveling for now. I would say maybe a month. So I will be back, guys, once I get my head straight, get all this situation taken care of. If anything comes about, I will be back. I thank you all for watching my channel. And just stay tuned, because maybe here and there I might throw a small video if something, encounters or something, update or whatnot. I will upload a video for you. If not, hang in there. I'm not going anywhere. I will be back. Okay, guys? So right now I'm going to nourish my back pain. It gives me weakness on my legs, okay? Even when I lift something heavy, it's like my legs get weak, because I have 5 pinched nerves on my back. And that's besides the arthritis. But it's my back that's kicking my behind. When my arthritis acts up, I know it is because it hits all my joints. And Miss Ruth, I have to thank her for the eucalyptus body washes, okay? And that rose, oh, I take a shower with both of them. Oh yeah. First with the eucalyptus and then with the rose. You stay in the shower. You don't want to come out of there. It makes a lot of lather. It makes your body feels good. It's got that tingling eucalyptus on it and spearmint. Whoa. So, and then that rosy smell. I love rose. I love rosy smells. So Ruth Parker, thank you, Miss Ruth, for being kind and out of your hearts, okay, and your time to mail me those items. I am sparing it, but it works. I love them. And I will reorder. Some more down the line, but I still have it. Oh yeah. So thank you, Miss Ruth. And to Million Dollar Hustler, thank you. Rodney, thank you. Barb, Firearms and Threat, OTWP. I'll be watching the live streams of other people. Okay, I'll be there. Miss Dragonflies, Barb, Bethy, love you, girl. All of y'all, okay, all of y'all. See, Joy Route. There's a lot of y'all. I truly thank you for hitting the like button and for subscribing to my channel. There is good adventures coming up ahead. I am also preparing my van for winter. So I didn't show you. I have a little stack of stuff that I'm gonna put in my van. That's my little buddy heater and butanes and stuff like that are not in there. Only maybe 1 or 2 cans are there, but I have to put more in there. To have it ready for winter. If the cold hits, I'm prepared. Okay. So bad weather hits and I have to be out there on the road for umpteen days or a couple of days because of flooding this or roads. You never know. When you go to upstate New York, the GPS always takes me down the back roads, so I don't know what to expect on the back roads. There are a lot of rivers. Yeah. And there's overpasses, okay, on the rivers. So that's a scary thing. I don't know why it takes me, and I don't have it set to avoid tolls, but it always takes me down. The phone, listen, the Garmin went out the window, okay? The Garmin went out the window, okay? No longer with me. I was truly aggravated. It took me 5 hours to get home instead of 3. 2.5 hours, actually. 2 and a half to 3. It took me 5 and some hours to get here. Garmin, I bought it off the street some years ago. It went out the window, guys. On Palisades Park. Oh gosh, there was a big accident over there too a couple of days ago. That's a dangerous road. That's the road that I was telling you in my previous video, that there is no pullover roadside for you to pull over if you had a tire problem or any issue or needed to pull over. There is none. It's just a road and like a sidewalk, and then grass and trees. There is no rest area. There is no gas stop. There is nothing to stop in there. It's about 98 something miles down that Palisade Parkway. Takes you to the New Jersey Turnpike or to the Garden State Parkway or to the Cuomo Bridge, which I don't know how the heck I winded up on the Cuomo Bridge. But anyway, that's when the Garmin went flying out the window. I was too through. So, winded up getting back home through the New Jersey Turnpike. And I was on 1 and 9, which 1 and 9 comes all the way out here. But it redirected, the GPS redirected me somewhere else. And I threw it out. Once I got off Palisades Parkway, Thruway Parkway, whatever the heck it is, I threw it out. That is the worstest road, guys. Avoid it. Avoid it. Avoid it because, you can get yourself in any kind of trouble. And cars speeding, what? 2 lanes? 2 lanes, guys. Cars speeding, zooming by you. It's a raceway, okay? I call it the raceway. That's not the Palisades Parkway. That's the Palisades Raceway. So be careful if you live on that area and you're traveling through those areas, okay? Stay on your right-hand side. And even on your right-hand side, you're not even safe from them cars. So, guys, I am not going anywhere. I'm not going to stop van lifing, part-time van life. I wish I could go full-time, guys. Let me tell you, if I went full-time, I could buy me a home cash like in a year, okay? Maybe less. But I can't. Right now, it's not for me. Right? What, you know, God, I always say God only knows, okay? He'll give it to you when he's ready to give it to you, whatever it is. Okay, guys. So I hope that one day that'll come into play, being a full time. All right, guys. So anyway, for now, y'all know what I'll be doing. Okay, so I'm going. Today's Labor Day. Everything is closed. Tomorrow, if by 10 o'clock my landlord's not here, I will call the code enforcement. My friend works for the code enforcement, but she's in Puerto Rico on vacation. But I think she comes back today due to the fact of that hurricane up there, Earl, or something like that. That's if they don't cancel flights or whatnot. But if she is back by tomorrow, which I will find out, she would be the one to come here. And I know her for many years. And if it's not her, it'll be one of the other ones. They all do the same thing. The friendship goes to the side, and the business goes to where it needs to be. So she did ask me, "Do you want me to pop up in there?" I said, "No, let me see, you know." So that's when the fire stuff and all, you know, alarm was gonna get repaired, and I figured, okay, no, he's gonna work on it and whatnot, you know. But it never did happen. Only the alarms and my lights here, but. What's the sense of me? Oh, let me show you. Let me show you guys. When I went to fry that egg, and that thing started, the bathroom fan did not set the, shut the alarm off by, I mean, 2 eggs. It was no smoke. Nothing was smoking. I had to get my mini fan that I had on my window power source box, okay, my spare power source box. I disconnected the USB fan, and I put it here to blow towards that way, towards, the alarm, and that didn't even do it. And even the back door, it didn't even do it either, and it was blowing a nice breeze. So I just let it holler. You know what? If the fire department shows up, I'll tell them what am I supposed to do? I can't even fry 2 eggs because that thing starts beeping. I think that thing is too close to the stove. Okay, it's too close to to the enclosed kitchen, because this is an enclosed mini kitchen with no window, no extractor. This thing doesn't extract outside, it extracts inside. Guys, this apartment is done backwards. So upstairs they don't have that problem because their ceilings are higher, plus they have 2 floors. The next door neighbor, she told me she took the battery out. It's wired, but it has a battery too. I said, well, even if you take the battery out, it's still working. Well, I took the battery out because I fried chicken, I make some rice, and I gotta have my beans. I said, I haven't had rice, beans, or fried chicken since they put that darn thing up there, because that thing frying one egg, fire, fire, fire. Then the other one, fire, fire, fire. Then I got Miss Carmen, Ada. Jeez. Guys, I hope I'll catch you. I'll be back soon, okay? And any comments, just leave it on the bottom. I will get back to them, guys. But right now, I've been stressed for a couple of days already. And I'm just going to take it easy, okay? I know y'all going to say, take it easy, Ada. Something will work out, right? Okay. I have a lot of faith that something will work out. So, let's see what happens. And I'll keep you updated, alright, guys? So, thank you again. Lots of hearts and hugs as always. And love you all very much. For the new subscribers, hang in there. Watch my previous videos. Hit the like button, okay? And I will get back with you as soon as I get a couple of stuff situated. Alright, guys? So it won't be long, I mean, not as far as this, but as far as my working on my stash of food that has to be hidden away. Okay. That's what I want to do. And then I'll have the space to put my bed back. I can't sleep on those things. I can't. I sleep better in the van than I do in here. Or anywhere else. Okay. Them sofas are a killer. So they're nice, they're comfortable, they're big, okay? But they are a backbreaker. They're not good for a person with pain. Okay, guys? So, let's see what happens. Let's see how I can work around and figure something out. Maybe if I put a plywood under the cushions, maybe that'll keep it straight. Because when I lay down, you know, my body goes in all kinds of shapes. Especially my back, my hips. Whoa. Alright, guys. Thanks so much. I will catch you on my next video, guys. Thank you for watching.